Welcome to episode 18 of Cowboy Bebop. Last time we had an Ed-centric episode with her and Ein, which was really fun, so we'll see what we get this time. Gonna watch the episode and then discuss it at the end. We've got a timer and subtitles if you want to follow along that way, or you can pull the episode up separately on your own if you'd like, but either way, we're gonna watch episode 18. Let's go. In 3, 2, 1, play. This episode is called Speak Like a Child. We'll see. I don't really remember anything that I saw from last week's PV. I usually just skip through and I see little glimpses of stuff that might be happening. I never watched the entire preview, but I don't remember what I saw in last week, so I have no idea what we're getting up to this time. But yeah, while the OP is playing, let me just say, got a new episode of Cowboy Bebop every Friday on the channel, so if you enjoy the videos, consider subscribing for that and the other shows that I do. Check out the Discord and the Twitter if you want to come hang out and get updates and talk and whatnot, and the Patreon if you enjoy these videos and you want to support me being able to make them and get these videos a week early. Those links are in the description below, so yeah, all that stuff. Last time was fun. Mushroom Samba. I enjoyed it. It was a fun, entertaining chase with Ed. The other guy's tripping on the Bebop while she went after a bounty. It was good to have her get involved. And we'll see if she continues to be in the next few episodes. Before we get any kind of backstory on her, which might be episode 20. Alright, here we go. Got a horse race, which Faye is betting on. Well, Ed, maybe, fishing. This music playing, setting her up for probable failure. She seems like it's going well, but the fish is going to get off the hook as soon as her horse starts to lose. Yep. Symbolism. Speak like a child. It was Spike. What are we talking? Some story about a turtle? No fish. They still eating mushrooms? Are we talking about the turtle who, created the universe in Stephen King books, or what are we talking about? The Tamate Bako. I know about that from One Piece. What is it? Oh, hi, a turtle. What is this? It just showed up, it brought something, and now it's leaving. That was just a delivery. For her. What the hell is it? And you gotta pay. So you don't even want to take it? You don't even want to know what it is? Does she have an idea of what it might be? I don't know. I don't think it's going to be something like that in the shape that it was. She's just running away. Not gonna pay this money. Don't want to know what it is. I'm just getting out of here. Are they gonna open her mail? That's probably for the best. There you go. Whatever. She ran away. She wouldn't open it, so what are we gonna do? It's a videotape? Yep. It's a VHS, my boy. A nunnery? What? Through all these places. Pluto, Venus, it's everywhere in between. Yeah, this is old even by today's standards. I wonder in this time how much you could get for such a thing. I don't really know how big of collector's items they are even now. Like if people sell them on eBay for what kind of prices. I've never gone in search of old VHS tapes. He's watching old shows. He's into the old stuff. Some old soap opera or something. Great. Some random old show. Like, I don't know if that was supposed to be a reference to any specific show. Love the exposition, though. Because I'm here with my twin sister. Thanks, brother. Whoa, no! You gotta keep the shit in good condition, man. Yeah, it's in good condition. Oh, this guy loves it. He's so happy to be able to explain this to somebody. You still use discs for movies in the 2070s? We're kind of getting rid of that already. We're going digital. Okay, so it's not VHS. Whatever. They have no idea what he's saying. They don't care at all. We gotta get into DVD and Blu-ray and 4K and all this nonsense. Let's just leave it here. What is it? What the hell is on this? Faye's life before the accident from somebody in her family? Whose POV is this? Is that her? So it seems like it. That's a little like preteen Faye. This man despises these people. Why would you do that? I mean, sometimes you smack something when it's not working, I understand that, but when you start breaking it, you stop. Did you? You actually did it? Alright. Good on the dogs. Wow. It's a great mindset to have. You really should. Poor guy. Yeah, I guess he really wants to know. It's an interesting way to have a dog race. They're chasing a robot rabbit. Maybe you need to stop at some point. You don't want to push it too far. Did they leave her? Yeah. They left her to go figure out what's on this tape. You hang out here for a while. Sorry. That's all she heard. That's all she got. So she has no idea that this tape even exists. And if she saw that it was a tape, she probably wouldn't know what it was. Maybe it would jog some kind of memory, but I don't know. We gotta go somewhere like this. Look at this place. Just to watch a tape. And you gotta go down an elevator shaft by the cable. That's not terrifying at all. You are willing to do all this to watch what is on this tape. Oh dear. Yeah, I wouldn't. I just wouldn't. I would expect that to happen, and I would not do this. There's so many reasons why you would not do this. Now we gotta go through whatever's in this water. All to watch a little tape. Hope it's worth it. Then there's getting back up. Jesus. This is Uncharted. Everything you touch is just gonna break. God damn, guys. This is a bit insane. That looks fun. This would be great in a video game, just trying to find your way to get through this level. But here, you guys are going through some shit. His hair. I'm wondering. You really, really want to see this? You gotta see it through to the end at this point. Hi? Since they left her, as long as she's here, she's just gonna keep on betting at the races, which is a bad idea. You gotta quit while you're ahead. Yeah, there is. You could have stopped. Well, she had some good money, apparently, but you guys left and forced her to keep going. I like the exploring music that we've got going on. Here we have it. A place where we can watch this damn tape. Is that right? What if you take them and they don't work? Is there one in there already? Or no, it just doesn't fit in there? That's not right? See? What did I say? To bring it back with no idea about what the hell those things are. Just bring it back and then it's not going to work. Hi. He might be your best bet for who to talk to. He said woof. Respond. No. What? Oh, the guy. The electronics guy. Rabbit this time. That's like expedited shipping, priority mail. Something to play it with. Whoever sent this maybe thought like, oh, well, you know, they might not have anything for this. Better send them that too. You went on all that huge journey for nothing. Well, she had some money for a little bit. Good way to get her out of the room, though. She's not going to see this. Regular old airplane. Day at the beach. Well, she's going to see. Ein is watching intently. That's her. And her school friends. A little bit farther than 10 years. It's weird seeing her so young. She's kind of a shy, awkward little kid. That's got to be weird for her to see. Like, this is her place. Looks pretty well off. Wow. Considering we know what happened to her, that's a ironic question. Probably is around 10 years, in what her physical age is. Cheerleader. That's gotta be bizarre. So who sent it? Wow. Well, alright then. I'm gonna end it right there. See what we've got at the end. Got some space action going on next time, so let's go ahead and talk about that episode. Alright, episode 18 of Cowboy Bebop, a Faye episode. Again, learning a little bit more about her, and having a pretty emotional ending. Honestly, I kind of forgot that there was episode before the tape. Like, after the episode ended, I'm just thinking about that final scene, watching the Betamax tape, and Faye and everyone else's reactions to it. Then I had to stop and think, oh yeah, that there was actually other stuff in the episode too. Like, that last scene was probably one of the best scenes in the entire show. It was pretty impactful, so I kind of forgot about everything that came before it, like going on this weird, fun quest through these insane, treacherous buildings, like going so far deep underground through all this shit to try to find an old Betamax player, and not even succeeding. Like, we went on this great, huge journey, there's gambling at the horse and dog races, and I kind of forgot about all that just to focus on the tape at the end. But yeah, to talk about that, it was cool seeing some older technology, see somebody who's obsessed with older technology, older media, because people like that, of course, would absolutely exist, watching old dramas from back in the day and liking all that technology and being so upset when people are mistreating it or they don't know about it and being excited to explain it to people, and them kind of having the reaction to old technology that somebody like Faye would have to the new technology when she woke up for the first time, and it was the future, them being like, I don't know what this is old, this is before my time, and kicking shit to make it work. I gotta admit, like, when shit's not working, sometimes I'll give it a slap, and a lot of the time it does work. But once the thing begins to smash in beneath the force of your fist or foot, that's probably a sign that you're going too far, and it's generally not going to work after you do that. But yeah, that was fun. Faye receiving this tape and then immediately running away from it, doesn't want to have to pay what Jet wants her to pay for the delivery, doesn't want to face the consequences of what might be in the package in case it has to do with debt. Of course, she's just going to immediately run away from it, because that's just kind of what she does, and she just goes and gambles and tries to earn money more, just like she always does. That's just what she has to do, and she was doing well. Didn't quit while she was ahead. When they leave her behind and she's just kind of here by herself, what does she do? She just goes and gambles more, tries to get more money, because that's just kind of what she does. But she really couldn't run from this. You had these things delivered directly to her, and she ended up seeing it. And of course, Jet had the story at the beginning about the tortoise and the Ryugu Palace and Tamate Bako, and I'm just now realizing upon hearing that story the naming conventions and everything that One Piece borrowed from the Fishman Island arc from this tale. But yeah, about this turtle who takes this man to the Dragon Palace, and he visits Otohime and gets the Tamate Bako and whatnot. The part of the story that Jet doesn't tell is that it was a couple days there, but then when the man returns home, centuries have passed. Then he opens the Tamate Bako and becomes an old man. So obviously analogous to Faye, having not centuries, but losing a lot of time. So that's cool that he was telling that story. And the tortoise and the hare delivery service thing, the tortoise getting there faster than the hare. There's some cool little details like that. But the main thing that's impactful about this episode, and the main thing I want to talk about, is the tape itself. Because every single line that is spoken in this tape is important and honestly pretty powerful, considering Faye's circumstances. It was actually really impressive. As I was watching it, I was impressed at the execution in the sound design, how everything was so quiet. You got this fun exploring music while they're out trying to get this player. And then you've got this scene that's just mostly silent except for the dialogue, and just Spike and Jet's reactions, Faye's reaction, wondering what they're all thinking, Spike and Jet getting this view into Faye's personal life that even she didn't know about, and probably feeling kind of intrusive. Her watching this person who is her, and yet it's not, because she doesn't remember any of this, and seeing this person she used to be and what she's saying to her future self, just thinking about how they're all feeling about all that was really great. But then the actual writing of the tape was really impressive as well as I was watching it, and then going back and rewatching it to take notes. I was just damn, every single line here is important. And not in a cheesy way, like the beginning of Amazing Spider-Man 2, when Gwen gives her valedictorian speech that basically just screams, "I'm going to die in this movie," because it's so on the nose in every way. It's not like that. It's just extremely well written, where every line seems really important. It's really cool seeing Faye as this young kid. It's really weird. It's seeing her so different. It's pretty impactful just seeing the difference. Her being this pretty normal kid, seems pretty rich, which I had assumed, but other than that, she's just a schoolgirl. She has friends, hangs out with them, seems pretty nice, maybe a little shy and awkward. She's a cheerleader. She's a pretty normal kid. And so to think about that, and then what ended up happening to her, and who she became today, how different she is than she probably thought she would ever be, and why, something like that happening, she would have never thought anything like that would happen. She didn't get to have the proper life that she should have been able to have. She's just so different now. And so hearing her on the tape say, you are the future me, you are the newer version of me. She's kind of not, because she's basically a different person, because she doesn't have the memories that you, younger Faye, had. All the things that made you who you were, she really doesn't have a lot of that, and has been mostly formed by the new experiences that she had upon waking up in the future. Those things are the things that formed her into being the way she is now, and she's mostly just operating on the memories and experiences of these last few years, almost as if she's, in a way, kind of younger mentally than she was as a child. She doesn't have that experience of being the older version of this person. She's basically a new person. She doesn't operate based on, like, the things that girl learned in her life, taking those lessons to heart and then applying them to her life as an adult. She kind of just has to, like she said on the tape, like, you are the you who you are today. Like, you are the you of today, whatever her wording was. Like, that's all she can be, just be who she is now. She runs away, she gambles, and she just does whatever in the moment. And like I said, it's just practically every line that is really important. When she says, like, I hope you slept well, did you wake up well, considering we know how long she was out of it, and then what happened when she woke up. That's pretty ironic of a line. Like, I hope everything around you feels so brand new. Of course, her waking up in this world full of things that she doesn't know, people she doesn't know. You are who you are today, you're the newer me. All of this stuff was just really great with the way they played it out. And 10 years from now is so far away that I can't even imagine it. It's actually really impressive, like, thinking about the writing of this scene. All of these lines are great, because she's, like, probably roughly-ish 10 years in physical age now, older than she was when she made that tape. If she's, like, 23, 24, this girl could be, like, 12 to 14-ish. So it roughly works out, but it's actually been, like, 60 years. So that's just perfect. Are you alone, or is there somebody wonderful next to you? You're probably causing trouble for a lot of people. Just fantastic stuff. And how she starts cheering for herself, rooting for her future self. Like, I'm no longer here, but I'm here today, and I'm rooting for you from today, my future self. And goddamn, that was a good ass scene. And I want to see more next time. Like, I hope the next time continues to be Faye centric, and that she is impacted by this, and maybe we can seek out who sent this. I wasn't sure if we would ever honestly learn more about her past, or if there was really much to know, and specifically about, like, details of her past, I don't think there's much to know. She was a pretty normal girl, she was in an accident, and that's about it. But for her getting closure and learning about these things, I definitely think it's important for her as a character, and so I hope we get to meet who sent this. Maybe one of those friends that was in the video, or a family member of one of them, or something like that. I'm sure she'll try to track it down after seeing something like this. This one scene made me like Faye so much more than I already did. Like, getting that backstory about her was good, but this was just really impactful. Like I said, it was one of my favorite scenes in the whole show. Just, I like Faye so much more now just from that one scene. I thought that was such a great scene, and I really want to see more. She's become, like, so intriguing now just from how it's handling her character. Like, I really hope the next episode continues with this. From the preview, it looks like it might not be. I really want it to, but as long as it gets addressed sometime soon, which I'm sure it will, I'm sure eventually we'll find out who sent this tape, and Faye will have some closure there. I really want it to be next time, because I just really want to see more of this. And then I'm guessing episode 20 will be Edward backstory. But yeah, this is a great Faye episode. Like, the stuff that came before, that was fine. That was fun. Decent stuff. Sure. But then the end was just, it stood out so much that's just what I'm really thinking about. And that scene alone made it a pretty great episode. So yeah, let me know your thoughts on this episode, Faye's tape, everything that came before it. We can talk about it more in the comments. Subscribe to the channel, check out the Discord, the Patreon, all that stuff linked down below. It helps a lot. Really appreciate it all. Thank you guys so much, and I'll see you next time.